Alright guys, welcome to another episode of Bit On Adventures. We have bought something sight unseen. I'm currently driving up to Byron Bay to pick it up, I guess. But it's pretty exciting. It's going to be a whole new build series. I couldn't help myself. I won't give it away because I will do a little reveal episode. But I will tell you, they're hard to come by. And it took me some time to find it. Probably, truth be told, wasn't too long, but it was an everyday checkup on the marketplace and the web search and talking to people, and you know, we got one. So sight unseen, Byron Bay, 8-hour drive up. We're going to do a sneaky camp along the way, and we're going to film an episode. We're going to go have a little fish. I've got my senior dog with me. She's about 14, so we're going to give a little bit of a beach day, and I'll fish the night and see what we got. But if we pull this off, this purchase, and I do the build right, I have a few ideas what I want to do. I'll give you one hint, it will be one hell of a ride, put it that way. If you know, you know. I had 3 cars, and I had to sell one of them to make this work, so I had to sell my green XR6 Ute. You may have seen in the background some of the videos, but I had big plans for that. And I was probably 10 years too early in the timeline. I needed a workshop, I needed a barra, I needed a car hoist, I needed a shed. But anyway, it's pretty hard to sell stuff at the moment, but we flipped it, it's gone, and we're using that for this next one. It's going to be challenging, it's outside of my skill set, but I'm willing to take on the challenge and risk it and try and learn a few things along the way. Might even give you a glimpse of the fit out. We're at 90% complete now. Just got to do one little draw under the fridge to tidy it up because it was a bit of a template. It's not straight, it's just incomplete. But the whole left side, the day bed, the walkway that turns into a bed. We've got cushions now that we went to Spotlight. We cut up a 100mm mattress into 3 pieces. Sorry, not Spotlight, Clark Rubber. I went to Spotlight to get the material, and it was probably, say, about $300. So it cost me $270 in labor from Clark Rubber to cut and to upholster it. And then I got the material, I think it was like $100 or something. It was really, really cheap. They had a big sale, and it all worked out for us. So we are at camp. These are the new cushions I was talking about. 1 chair, it's just me and the old girl. Current setup. This is the drawer I was talking about. It needs to be fixed and repaired, make it smick like everything else. But already got 1 rod out. We're fishing, aren't we? Hey, this is why we came to the beach for you. We came to the beach for you, didn't we? Hey, nice little break. Can't drive 8 hours together like that non-stop. She loves the beach. So we've rigged up. I'm running a sinker clip on a Star sinker. We went 60 pound to the hooks, which was Snell, and then we ran 30 to the main line, 30 pound, which is the main line. And then we're gonna have a little flick for flatties now, as I'll show you the big rod. And we have a, what is it? Bonito head sitting out there. So if that wants to scream any second, that'd be great. Got it on a bait runner, so she's nice and loose, and a flicker switch, she locks up. But hopefully we pan back, it's me pulling something in, either a flatty, that one will sit out there for a while, and shark, Jew, big Taylor, something nice would be good. And then it's pretty much about chilling with this one. She's almost 14. Hey. Got a little, I got a fashionable rug, so she's an Instagram influencer, so she'll look nice on it. So here tonight, and then crack of dawn, probably be on the road by 6 with a coffee, some brekkie, straight up north, a few more hours, and then that's when we'll be looking and picking up sight unseen purchase. But hopefully I can pan back and show you some fishing tonight. All right, so it didn't take long, honestly, before I picked up the flatty rod. We already got an eagle ray, so it's probably the biggest eagle ray I've ever caught. It was promising to be something better, but I didn't even have time to get the GoPro ready or film anything. But I will do my best to get some of the rig back. I am pretty much by myself here. I really don't want to barb. in me, but there he is. You, sir, are a menace. You ate my bait. I don't know if it's an eagle ray, but it's a big ray. Did me no good. Yeah. Anyway, let's see what we can do. Just like that, we have a flatty. I was talking to the dog actually. I wasn't even really trying to be fair. I stopped jigging. I was talking to the dog. We got a flatty, so I'm stoked with that. I'll be taking this. We quick little measure. 59 centimeters. Sorry for the confusion, but 59 centimeter flatty. I will be taking those fillets. Thank you, Mo. Good job. Good hustle. That's what we're here for. Go. Whew. Look at that color. Not bad. Not bad. Easy. Right, let's see what we can do. Well, I still had a bit more fillets to do on the bonito. We're getting hits, but I was getting pretty hungry. I wake up at 4 AM for work, so I'm getting tired too. I've got a big day driving, and I thought the one flatty will do. It's not a bad size. But I say 64, 65, or 61, I don't know. But it's good enough to keep. We're gonna get 2 big fillets off this real quickly. I'm gonna have it for lunch or dinner tomorrow night. But I want to cook my steak. I'm gonna trim the fat and give it to the girl. Quit while you're ahead, right? So it's been good. Got a flick in for about 2 hours, had 2 big baits out, got smoked on one, got an eagle ray on the other, and then 2 big hits, but I was flicking for flatty, so I kind of missed them. But I think that'll be a wrap. Dinner, sleep, and then we're back on the road tomorrow. All right, guys, we did it. We did a 16-hour trip all the way up to Brunswick Heads and back just to buy the boat, sight unseen. I've said it. That was the purchase. And here she is. We are looking at a 1996 model. See if you can guess it. I'll give you a little hint with that whole Sea Devil. That's what we're looking at. Now, I have been looking for a while for a particular model hull, and we have got it. Now, it's got a little donk on the back, a little 90, but when we did the water test, she flew. So we drove up, we got it, sight unseen, did a quick little water test. It was pissing down with rain. I couldn't film anything. It was torrential. We were probably on the boat for maybe a total of 5 minutes max. We just went forward, we went back, we sat in the water, made sure it didn't have any leaks. Couldn't really tell with the rain, so the hull had water in it anyway. And then he showed me a little trick with the anchor. I said, put on the trailer, let's go, let's get out of the rain. And here we are. It was a long trip. It was, I just punched it back, got it done. But 1996 or 4, one of the two. I can't remember what he said, I got to look at the paperwork, but this is exactly what I was looking for. Now, why we're getting rid of the Seafarer Viking 5.2, fully enclosed, outriggers, electric motor, spot lock, everything that I would want for this. Now, I get seasick, savage seasick. So we're looking at a sharper V, which means we're gonna rock more, but at the same time, we're gonna punch through waves faster and harder. We got these breather holes on both sides. Now the breather holes, this is where it gets, this is the point of the purchase. The breather holes is for the flooded kiln. Now you got a 200 litre flooded kiln at rest. So realistically, when you're at rest, you got a nice flat base across there. So you're not rocking as much. And when you take off, those breather holes will push out that water and then you're good to go. The other thing that I was really looking for in this model was this extra lip here. Now, you're looking at maybe 100 mil on both sides extra for those rod holders. So one, you can sit on the gunnels. When you're trolling, it's a lot more comfortable and the rods are sitting out back, especially out here. But two, walking on this lip is really comfortable and you can stand up on this front fiberglass part. Now this is strong enough to hold my weight. I'm 90 kilos. So I do a lot of solo fishing, a lot of solo launches. So when I push off the trailer, I can just jump up and over the windscreen and I'm in the boat. Now you couldn't do that with the Viking. One, couldn't get over the bimini or the clears, but two, this wasn't strong enough to hold your weight and you always had to use this little latch to get in or out to get the electric motor, which really sucked. So when I have clears and a bimini on and I throw it out, I jump on here, I will have this beautiful little lip to climb around while I'm in the bay to jump in, whilst here, zero. And this actually really frustrated me when it came to putting on the cover, throwing it over, pulling it down with the strap. It was really frustrating. But this one, it sits lower, and we're gonna have some fun in this. This thing is going to go fast. Now we're ripping right in. I'm going to be putting on bimini, clears, rocket launcher, and we got it already booked in with Northern Beaches Marine down at, I think it's Cromer, and we're going to be replacing this motor. That's the first thing we are doing that's going on this week, and then I can get it on the water. So we're getting rid of the 90. I've already sold this, so it was a quick buy, sell, gone, and we're putting on a brand new 140 Suzuki. Now the new 140s, I was looking at it maybe a 150, but the guy told me the new 140s block is different to the old 140 block, which I currently have on the Viking. So for the weight for the 150, for the weight to the 140, and the power, he sold me on the 140 anyway, and I was going to spend more. So they've looked after me down there. Big shout out to them. So that's getting done. The other thing that's really good about this is on this boat, we're only roughly at knee height here, so you are going to be sitting very low and flush in the water. And I mean, when I was sitting on here on the water test, the water was just here, and it just means it's going to sit very low and comfortable in the water, hopefully. The size of the boat, it's exactly the same length, 5.2, 5.2. I actually measured out the floor because I'm going to replace this carpet, and there's a little bit more floor space than that one, not by much, but by a little bit. We're going to go live bait tank here. It's coming out of the Viking. We're going to get rid of the seats. I already have, actually. I threw them out before for the video. So seats will go, whether I run the esky seat across here or I run one of those seats with the esky underneath. But, you know, everything is very shallow on this boat. Like, I'm, you know, what, 6 foot 1, and steering wheel is up to my crutch. Okay, could have come up higher, sure, but just goes to show how little this boat actually feels. And I suppose it's really capable. These boats have massive reputation in speed, power, and how they handle themselves for such a small boat. Shout out to Pat, he watches all my videos. He's the one that got me onto these boats. I wasn't convinced, but after driving the Viking, getting seasick in it, and the amount of fishing I do, I just committed. So we landed this boat. It is not perfect. It definitely has its blemishes. It is a project. We have rust marks. We got shitty marks everywhere. You know, the paint is faded. The power's off. We're gonna replace all these tacos and speedos, and the switchboard's crap. Underneath there is barely nothing. Just empty storage. We've got to organize all that. The floor is solid as. I've walked around here and banged on it. It is hard. We got a 160 litre fuel tank through the middle. We got a 160 litre fuel tank through the middle. So that's pretty cool. That had 160, and yeah, you need the fuel for what we do, I guess. But it's hard, it's solid. The outside's solid. There's no soft spots. I can stand on the front, but we are looking at shit like this. All the rod holders to be replaced. We got probably 316 stainless steel to get put in. The grab rails definitely need a polish. They're all dry. We got handline marks and bang marks all down that rubber. Like, it is cooked. Okay, the trailer's been sitting for a while. So the bloke was awesome. He put on, let's get off this. He put on new tires for me and got it serviced for got it regoed for a year. But we have bog work to do, like even the float killing and all the paint's crap. We've got a massive hit here that he's just bogged the whole way through. He's got chips and crap everywhere. I don't know if you can see that, but it is being used as a fishing boat. So professional fisherman owned this before me, or before him, sorry. He bought off him. He did say his name, I forgot what it was. It was a bit of a big deal in the exchange. They had something here before. That's all shit, it's got to go. So, and all through here, we've got dings underneath. Even did a bit of an overspray job. And he's got all shit through here. So anyway, it's a project. I love a project, hence the channel. We always have a bit on, and it is going to be usable. That's the main thing. So once we get the new motor on and I get a feel for the boat, I know what height I want the chair, I want the bimini, the rocket launchers, all that sort of stuff. You just got to use it to know. But yeah, 140's going on this week. It's going to be a quick turnaround. We're getting in the water. Probably it's going to be a 5-day turnaround from Northern Beaches Marine. Then I'm going to be on the water, testing it, driving it, flogging it, fishing out of it. The radio's old too. And then we're going to get on top of it with all the mods. So new rod holders, probably new radio, new antenna, the new switchboard and power needs to get done. We're going to get rid of this clear Perspex tinted crap, and I'm going to get a fiberglass wave breaker put on with a little lip here. It's just going to take time for that sort of stuff. And then in the winter, I've already priced up repainting this. So I don't know what color I'll do. I don't really think I'm going to stick with the baby blue, but it'll definitely be two-toned, where we have the bottom fresh white, new color, and then a section of this will be white with that filled in. Get some decals on here for bid on, maybe chuck on Overland, bit of branding in the back here for them. And yeah, so anyway, that's the boat at the moment. That was the sight unseen purchase, the 16-hour drive up, 5-minute water test, drive back home. It was a bit of a flog. Sorry, it was a bit of a slog to get it done, but had a little fish in between, as you saw, which was good. One little sneaky night camp. But when you see a good deal, you can't turn it down, and I felt like this was a good deal. It took me a long time to find one of them for sale. There's none for sale in Australia as I speak right now. I've looked multiple times. So this was a private. He messaged me and we went back and forth for over a few weeks, and then we got it done. So, and then to find one with the shape that I wanted, which would be the side bit and the front deck to step on, opposed to the newer models that don't have that and you can't step on the front. So I've heard, you know, I'm no expert. So yeah, I jumped on it. What I bought it for? I bought it for 13.5 grand, okay? Can't really put a price on something that's not really has stock and that's not really for sale. So I was happy with that. The trailer is in good nick, minus a few wears and tears and nothing I can't fix. I sold the motor for 2 grand. So we're looking at 11.5 grand. Now the goal is I'm going to be selling the Viking 5.2 for 27.5. That's what it's advertised for at the moment. That's what I really want. When that goes, that's going to pay for the new motor. The new motor is going to be 25 grand. So the motor itself is 21. You do have to get a brace on the back of these because they sit so low, which brings it up, I think it's 2 to 4 inches for the prop. And then we got to go, this is cable steering, we're going to go hydraulic steering, and then plus the install as well. Was there anything else on that invoice? No, that's it. So the motor, the brace, the hydraulic steering, plus the labor, that's 25 grand, 24.9. And there was a sale on Suzuki for a rebate for 1,500. So it would have been more, but I got it in October. Yeah, October. I put down a deposit, which gave me that rebate. So we're sitting at, if it all goes to plan, I'm going to be ahead by a few grand. I haven't sold the boat yet, so I can't count my chickens just yet. I did have to sell my XR6 1996 model, which was a Tickford, which was pretty cool. I liked it. It was fun to drive. I sold that for 15, and then I threw that money into this. It just gave me, for 13.5. So let's just say 11.5 because the motor's gone. So it gives me 3.5K worth of mods and labor to put into this boat as the build. So that's the journey. That's the boy math that goes through my head to get this done. Anyway, that's how I had to sell it to myself, my mates, and my girlfriend, so she could understand where it's all coming from. So at the moment, if it all goes to plan, the build will be in front and even. We've got to replace this strap. Jockey wheel's good. The trailer's actually really nice. I've never had a nice trailer. Nice clean rollers, not too much rust. The only rust on this thing, on the trailer, and I'm gonna fish all this bad boy so it never has to rust again, is the leaf springs. I broke that. That's how long it's been sitting in the sun. Plastic, has just gone crap. It just snapped when I stepped on it. But that is the only rust bit on the trailer. I'll just replace them. But everything else is pretty smick and tidy under here. And we'll smother that in fish oil so it doesn't rust again, inside and out. We've got a whole new build series coming. So the Sea Devil, we got to think of the name, we got to think of all the design, the colors, the decals, the wrap, or the respray job. We've got so much to think about and do. So there'll be a few episodes coming out on this as we build it and go along. But I'm excited. I'm sick of getting seasick. If I get seasick on this, there's probably no other boat for me. I'm just gonna have to deal with it for the rest of my life. But if I don't, this could be the cure for seasickness out at sea. Sharp beef, blooded kiln, 5.2 meters, sits deep in the water, plus my seasick tablets. If that doesn't stop, nothing's gonna stop me. So, is this the cure for seasickness and the new build? Anyway, we got a lot to do, a lot to get on this boat and off the boat before this storm comes and pack up. But thank you for watching the episode. Hope you enjoyed it, and hope you enjoy the new build series that's coming on the Sea Devil. Thanks, guys.